안녕하세요. 저는 루입니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 은하입니다.
Today we are reacting to, I don't know, Lynn, what are we reacting to?
CNBlue. And it's a song called Synchronize, which they only released 4 weeks ago. A little backstory, Lou, I can't even speak either. Lou and I actually became friends properly because of CNBlue.
Yeah, we
So
did.
this is kind of like a momentous moment to go back to CNBlue.
We did. We became friends because of the CNBlue, but I don't know much of their music. It's like a weird way we became friends through them. But we listened to a couple of their songs, but we haven't actually explored their discography. So
No, we haven't. I do
yeah.
actually like quite a lot of their older songs, and I knew they had like got back together, but like they weren't really a band that we were like mega fansy, but we both liked their stuff, and obviously that's how we met. It's a weird one day if you want the story of how Louise and I met,
It's a long story.
including Sue and Blue, then tell us in the comments below and we'll tell you. It was weird and funny, and it was what solidified our bondship.
That's true.
So we decided. Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
So we decided that we were going to do a CNBlue song because, you know, we did like them.
They're very much like anybody who doesn't know CNBlue. They're kind of like the Rose, I think, maybe in the style of music that they do, because they have guitar players and people that play like keyboard and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're not like an idol group. They're more of like, what would you call them? Like a indie rock group?
They're like soft indie rock, aren't they?
Yeah,
all of the members play musical instruments in the actual performances. They write their music, and one's a drummer, one's a keyboardist, and one's a guitarist and also a singer. So they do actually play all their instruments. And I think they've actually been around since like 2006 or 2009. Maybe 2009.
Like yeah.
They've been around for a long time, and then they kind of fell by the wayside a bit, and then I'm sure it was 2021 they decided to form. You might recognize the dudes if you're a K-drama fan because all three of them are actual actors in dramas. They've all been in dramas.
They are. And also, I think they're based in Seoul, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But yeah, so this is the song they released 4 weeks ago from their new album, which I do know the name of it. I just can't think what it's called. I told you it last night as well.
Perspective or something?
Or Permissions. I will look it up and put it below. It's their brand new album. This is their song Synchronize from 4 weeks ago. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's get into this.
Let's do it.
Synchronize it, keep on synchronizing. We just.
But what is he doing blonde? He does not look right.
I was like, everything was different. I was like, also like the fact that they like came in like that was very idol bandy, and I was like, wait, what's going on?
I think I've listened to more of their music than you, and I've seen more of their MVs than you, so that part didn't surprise me. I've seen some of their very idol-y music, but it was the blonde hair that shook it to me. Okay, let's back into that.
Stand alone, me and my shadow, take a fighting pose.
Oops, there's no subtitles. There we go.
No.
There doesn't seem to be any.
No, I hate that. We need English.
There is no subtitles. We're going to have to look at them after and find them.
Cool.
Ready?
Yes.
Dude, I'm actually really liking this. Like, why have we not been paying attention to
to
these?
CNBlue. It's really cool. And he's got such a lovely voice. Like,
It definitely is more on the kind of the Rose kind of things than the BTS kind of things.
yeah,
I've always liked this kind of music. I grew up with this kind of music, being in a musical band family. I really like it. I
I do.
really like this.
It's really cool. It's got a good beat.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. It's got a good beat.
Synchronize it, keep on synchronizing.
It's a catchy chorus.
Synchronize it, keep on synchronizing. When I turn around, 足跡が道を描く君もきっと運命の round. Maybe no one knows. 一か八か挑む take out. 離れていても linking with it.
It's one of those songs that you immediately feel like you know it. Do you know what I mean? It's got a sense of familiarity. I don't know if it's like a familiar beat or what, but I feel like I know this song.
I think it might be the beat. Like, because I like the beat. It's like really addictive. And the chorus I really liked. The chorus where they like talk, like said synchronize, synchronize something. It was really
good.
good.
A lot of words into their songs too, which has always been catchy. I just can't get over him blonde like it. I just can't compute. I
know, I barely recognize him with the blonde hair, so
he's always been dark haired. I don't think I've ever seen him as anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this. This is good.
It's cute.
Even though we don't know what they're singing about. Sorry for this disastrous glitch in the matrix. Oh, my earphones keep falling out of my head.
I shouldn't be letting Lean operate any equipment in your COVID state of mind.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Whoever did the lighting for this video, it just doesn't work when your hair is that light to have lights that bright
behind you. It's very your color palette, purples and pinks and stuff.
It's very my kind of song too. It's very. I've always had a thing for bands that can play their own instruments. There's just something extremely hot about a dude that is very skilled in an instrument. There is.
Using his fingers and hands to play the strings.
Girl, you went down that route, not me. There is something. It's not just musical instruments, it's a skill in general. When somebody's really dedicated with passion to the craft, that they've learned something to that extent of professionalism, that's just hot. Do you not agree?
Yeah, it is. I agree with you. Totally.
So they all three are hot in my books. They all play
That's why I was like a rock girl growing up. So
Same. That's why I like the Rose so much. Okay.
When I was watching Bon Jovi, my sister and I were in the front row.
Oh yeah, I was a Bon Jovi girl.
And they threw those, what are those things for the guitar? What do you call them? To play the guitar? Pick, yeah. My sister got the pick and she was like, oh, and she had other girls tackling her and she was like, I got the pick. So funny. Okay,
let's get through the rest of this.
Growing day by day. Sun rises again. 誰もがみんな漂い迷いながら
He looks a little Jackson Wangy with the blonde hair.
I saw that earlier when I seen him with the blonde hair. Do you know what something else I like about CNBlue? They're from the 2PM generation. They're all in their 30s. Like, they're an older, mature, like, I think they're in their 30s now. I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah.
I think they are from that generation. I don't know. There's just they hit different when it's an older band.
Well, for me, I think I'm more drawn towards the older musicians. I think because of my age as well. Like, I cannot in my 40s be standing somebody who's 16 anymore. It's just weird to me. Like, I kind of like feel like, and I'm here for the music appreciation more than anything else. Like with BTS, with the Rose, with Yongtak, they're all very beautiful looking men, but like the reason I'm following them is because of messages and the way their talent and the way they sing, the way they deliver, So I think for me, like, I connect more with the older musicians than I do with the people in their teens and stuff. I mean, I love following, like, for instance, TXT. I love them. They're really sweet, but like, I don't know if I could be a full-on TXT fan just because of the age thing. For me, it's just like, they're cute, but they're like little kids to me still, So anyway,
I feel like the reason I like mature musicians is because they've got more depth to the music they write, and they generally tend to write it for themselves. They're not just writing something current and trendy and poppy that someone's handed to them.
Exactly.
I think that's why I go for more mature musicians, because like, it's their own stuff usually. They've got to that part in their career and where they're producing their own music, and it's more meaningful.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
So you are not alone, not alone. 가사내로 kokoro 빌어봐. Get started, gonna show time. 집이고 앉아, 하나 스카운가. Alright, 진세와 같은 나이가.
I know why this is familiar. This is so reminiscent of one of their older songs. It's got that same going to a show and listening to a live band kind of feel, that same beat, that same background. It's very similar to one that we did used to like. I'm trying to remember what it is, though. I can't remember the name.
The only one I can remember that we watched together was the one where they were like in a cowboy get up in a bar.
I remember that. Oh no, not that one. No, I was sure there was one that they did live that is very like this, that it's probably one you didn't like that much then if you didn't watch it that much.
I might not have watched it because I didn't watch as much CNBlue as you did.
That's why it seems so familiar. It's so like one of their older songs, but like a much more modern, like slightly more rock version. I like it. That's why I like it. Okay.
Synchronize, keep on synchronizing.
The background music a little bit is giving a slight trot vibe as well. It's got a little bit of a trot thing coming in, which kind of pulls me to the Yongtak side of things a little bit, because it's kind of got a little bit of that feel. It's almost the same type of genre-y kind of feel to it. That's kind of like something I'm picking up.
After you saying about the one they did, the Western one, see that last couple of lines he just sung there, and the background vocals, it literally sounded like 2 lines straight from that song as well.
Yeah,
I think it's a combination of all that, like the style of music that they normally write, it just like presented in a different way, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
because I definitely just heard that song in there.
Yeah, they definitely have a specific style.
They do. And now it's making me want to go and find... there was one of their songs that I loved a lot. Like, remember I had one of them that was like on my love to death list? I haven't listened to that in so long. I'll need to go and find it now and like make you listen to it.
Sounds good.
Okay, right.
Keep on synchronizing. Synchronize, keep on synchronizing. Synchronize.
That's really cool. I like it. I think for me,
It's a very 80s music video.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I was thinking, I would really like to see them do harder rock, like even harder rock. Like I would really like to see them push the envelope.
I wonder if they have done, because we've, like you said, we've barely grazed the surface of their musical history. We only know a handful of their songs, only just because of how we met.
Yeah. And I also feel like for instance, The Rose has gone into that similar sphere, but then also pulled out and experimented and gone harder, and then also gone into like a Beatles feel, and they've like really experimented, where I still don't know enough about CNBlue to see if they have experimented and diversified, or if they do have a very
I think
specific
they have. The
style.
song that I want you to listen to that is one of my favourites. It's a much softer, much... I can't even remember if it was a solo song by the main singer or if it was like a band song, but it is a much more sort of like ballady type song, which is unusual for me to have a ballad type song as a favourite song, but
Yeah.
you know, it was a really good song. But they definitely did have, remember that Western one too? That wasn't so much rock. That was kind of in the dawn of all K-pop deciding that cowboys was where it was at for some reason.
It was around that, wasn't it? It was before that with Psy. It was
way before. It was
way
way
that.
before.
It was like a year before.
It was way back when, do you remember when Shiny released Don't Call Me?
Oh, yeah.
It was back then. Because that was also on my I Love It to Death playlist. So that's how I remember. Yeah, it's made me realise that I actually still like them. And I'm kind of gutted I haven't been looking out for their music for the past however long, since 2021. It's been probably that long since we actually listened to them, Louise.
Yeah.
We're so bad.
We need to do more CNBlue. That's really cool. I enjoyed that. That was really cute. It had a really good beat to that. That was
I like
cool.
it.
So,
I actually think that one's going to go on my la 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 like list. What's wrong with me today? Am I so sick it's affecting my brain?
Yeah, that's a really cool, fun, happy one. That would make you dance around your kitchen. Just a happy, cool song. That's really cute.
Yeah, like. Okay, so that was Synchronize by CNBlue. Let us know if you know who they are. Do you listen to them? Are you a fan? How long have you known about them, or have we just introduced them to you for the first time?
Mm-hmm.
And if you like K-dramas, all three of them have been in K-dramas as main leads, I believe. All three.
So
all three.
They're talented human beings.
Yes, they are.
Alrighty, well, thanks, guys.
We will catch you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.